Hey there, KNWXers, and today we are talking about the incoming severe threat that has actually been upgraded to a level 3 out of 5 for southeastern Michigan, northern Ohio, and I think no, I don't think it includes Indiana, but as you can see, we got a good chance to see some strong storms. So let's move to most recent, some of the most recent runs here. So as you can see, it does look like we're going to have some pretty big supercell development as, you know, storms come off of western Michigan, it looks like, and they seem to explode in this environment here. And this can supercharge supercells to become these hail cored monsters. So right now we have a chance for hen egg sized hail, which is 2-inch hail. So 2-inch hail can be life threatening if it's accompanied by large winds because it will be like bullets hitting your house. So these severe thunderstorm warnings, you will need to take cover in into the interior room of your home, in a room with no windows, um, preferably without an outside door or outside access at all. Uh, expect broken windows if you're hit by wind and large hail. Expect shingles maybe even to come off, and just widespread damage in general could be possible because the severe threat we're at is literally marked widespread severe weather is expected. So right now we have a level 3 for these areas, so let's take a look on that real quick. uh, so as you can see, we do have that enhanced risk here. Eastern in Indiana, so northeastern, easternish Indiana, barely, not a lot of Indiana. Uh, this is an enhanced risk for Ohio to Pennsylvania for the threat for damaging winds, not hail. So hail will be less of a threat here. Southeast Michigan is the most likely place for supercell development and tornadoes. So we could see an upgrade around the Detroit area for tornado risk, but that has not happened yet. I will post any tornado watches or warnings. So our tornado threat is still a level 1, as you can see, for the Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Pennsylvania. Um, all these areas are right now under a 2% tour, but I wouldn't be surprised in a later update we see a 5% area because of rapidly developing supercells around southeastern Michigan. I would not be surprised. Our hail threat, something we've only seen one time happen this year, and it was a bust actually. So as you can see, we do have a hail sig here, which means we can see 2 to 3 inch hail be possible. So again, that's the part where severe thunderstorms you'll actually need to take cover because they will be producing damaging winds, large hail like bullets coming down from the sky. So this could be a very damaging day. I know it sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but level 3 risk is a higher risk than we usually see in southeastern Michigan, especially one anywhere in the hatched area has the potential to see some extremely large hail here. So uh, maybe even, some localized supercells could maybe even go above 2 to 3 inch hail. I don't see that as likely, but the threat is there. And now the main threat is wind. For southeastern Michigan, the main threat is actually the hail for once. But there is no hatched area on the wind here, so this looks like the squall line is gonna develop somewhere here, and it's gonna push this way. So these areas, um, in the red you see are under a 30% wind. And so let's do little looks at the National Weather Service and all that. Now, real quick, I'm going to talk about how the tornado risk could increase here. So we do have a bit of curvature here, so we need to keep an eye on that. Now, you may be wondering, where's all the dew point? Like, if you know where the dew point was, where's the dew point? Well, what's weird about this system is that it's going to be relatively dry, but these storms will be creating their own moisture. which is going to hopefully, well, not hopefully, but I would like to see some large hail, new roof. I know there's a lot of people in southeastern Michigan, especially my dad, praying for a new roof here. So this could be your day, guys. This could be your day for a new roof. It could be, or it could not. We'll see. Now here are the tornado parameters. Now I know it says they're relatively low, but I still think it's something we need to keep an eye on because these will be supercells. I mean, you could see them as they approach southeastern Michigan. They have some tornadic potential, but I think we could see just a 5% just because we could see spin up tornadoes and supercells with the amount of energy that there is. Supercell composite, as we can see, there's plenty of supercell composite here for the development of severe weather around these corridors, and that's where we can see the large hail that I was talking about. Now let's very fast move on to uh let's move on to lapse rates. So this is basically the incline of the temp this all right, the yellows, reds, this is basically more of a hail conductor, and as you can see there's a good amount there in southeastern Michigan for the development of those severe thunderstorms being possibly having large hail. So, yeah, that's kind of all I'm going to talk about for this update. And let's take one last look at the SPC. Now, to recap, supercells I think are the most likely around these areas in the enhanced risk area because they will start forming. So I think this area here has the best potential for large hail. As they move off this way, I think these areas will have more threat for, uh, you know, large wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. So, yeah, I'll see you guys if I go live, which I don't know if I will because the power is going to be a problem, and I don't know if I could be there, and because I'm also under an enhanced risk here, so um, I need to be weather aware, constantly looking outside, maybe even getting some good pictures of shelf clouds and all that. But yeah, bye everyone.